turn off this video. Give me 1 second. That's what that must be what that wind is. There is such a cold wind. I tried to do the drone earlier. I don't know if I put that in there, but I didn't try to do it, but I got out to do it, and it was like, oh my God, it was sideways winds. I couldn't do it. Here's this middle part. Oh my God. Let's go find some seats. Oh yeah, they're here. They're here. Let's keep this short and sweet. I just don't want you to miss this. It depends. It's early. This is the soonest a human could be here. I'm always the first one to be the soonest. To be there the soonest a human can be. And sometimes I notice that they're just not making the disturbances. It doesn't mean they're not here, but I have to go by that. Like those seats I had today. Do these guys have different spots? You know, is one of the mistakes I'm making thinking that this is no matter what always this spot. These guys don't leave. Or did these guys have another spot like this? Like I might have just filmed 10 miles back. That's lower, and then they'll move up later, you know, as it gets hot. This is one of the best places to be. Look at that. Look for timestamps, look for little ones. I swear I'm hearing like voices in the wind or something. Hold on. Let's go this way. Oh yeah, this is, I don't recognize anything. This is all new. It's all different from the last time I was here. Last year, I was here last year. There's a seat. Let's get to the seats before my battery. Look at that seat right there. Oh yeah, they're using them. Look at that. I knew it. I didn't know it, but now I know it. They're using it. These guys do crazy. There's big ones in here, and there's little ones in here. Because you can tell from the seats how big they are. These are Sasquatch. Top of the world Sasquatch. Top of the world, Ma. It basically is, you guys. You guys are probably in bathing suits and have your AC cranked to high. I am in a sweater and freezing right now. I am literally cold. I'm about to put my gloves on. We got 2 to 4 inches of snow coming up here. Can you believe that? Blatant. Look at that. Let me show you why. What have I been telling you about the pine cones, right? If there's pine cone eatings, right? But what about the seats as well? If there's a seat of Sasquatch, there's an X or a trident. Here, there happens to be over 300 X's. But right on this seat, okay, it's a seat. It's dug out, okay? You can't tell. It's a big giant berm all the way around it. What is right next to it and pointing? It's literally... Look, this is why I just want to go to prison, because people are so stupid, okay? What is over top of the seat? This is insane. You're gonna see. I'm telling you right now. No one's. I'm daring you. I say this stuff because I want them to do it. I want them to show me up. You will never. No one has ever filmed. This is so intricate. This is so unreal. The groundwork in here is what I'm trying to say. I'm telling you. I've seen people film it like a lot of people, like, you know, Michelle and Tammy. Not Tammy. Tammy actually has been getting some good pictures too. Ginger Lockwood. She gets some good ground stuff, but this is the ultimate of that stuff. It's where, you know, entire, you know, quarter miles and half miles are all connections. They're here. Yeah. You guys are here. Someone's here. Battery change. Look at this. Sorry, a camera change. I'm on a backup battery. This thing just goes dead just sitting there. I charged it like 3 weeks ago. It's already half dead. But it's a big battery, so I should be okay. Look at that. See, the amazing part about that is it happens again. Okay, and then it happens behind it. Look at the outskirts. Look at that thing, right? And then check this out. There's a seat right there. Did you see that? I pointed the seat, the thing went like this. Are you guys right there? I'm walking right into you if you're right there. You can kill me, it's okay. I don't even care. Just do it quickly, please. Am I walking through you? Are you on me somewhere? Excuse my pants. These pants are way too big for me. They're falling down. There's footprints all over the place. This is so disturbed. Look at this thing. Look at that. I like the surrounding area, so what I do is I leave here, and I'll go way into the forest that way. I've only done it one time, and there's like big piles of poop. I don't know what's back there. It's a bear or it's them. I get interactions, stuff like that. To get the real interactions, I got to leave this spot. I got to just walk into the forest. There's this amazing trail of theirs that goes in there, and there's no people. You know, it's all them. And I'll do that again probably this year at some point. Just because I barely did it the first time. I was so zapped in there. Look at the seat. Do you see how down it is? Look. Okay? Animals aren't capable of making round burrows with borders. Another one. See the seat? And then look, there's the marker. I told you, you'll never see a seat without the markings. There. I mean, you might, but here they don't do it without it. It could change. That could change, you know, based on where you live. Another one there. Look at that one just scraped out. It's a square. How does a deer make a square? He doesn't. Another one on the border, same one. Look at that. That's amazing. This is like you guys have never seen this because I have been here before, but it has changed dramatically. I really don't think the only thing you might recognize is that stump that I filmed at the beginning. It's way in there. Right there. I don't have an eyepiece on this one. It's right there. I got a timestamp of a little one in there. It was good too. My hands, you guys, are literally freezing. Like the temperature's dropping and there's a giant snowstorm coming. Like what the heck? See there, let me see, I see something dark out there. Is that them? I see there's a log, but I think he's looking at me right there. It's so freaky when they look at you like that. It could be trees, but I'm very suspicious of right there because that's where I go in. That's where I'll get all the action right in there. It's almost guaranteed in there. I don't have time today because I spent it's already 5 something, and I spend all the time at this other place, but I'll be back. I'm definitely going in there one day. Look at that. Now, I only filmed like this side of it. It goes that way for so long. It's amazing. Maybe I'll do that. Let's just walk by really quick. So there's no question. Active. There's literally footprints. Active. Impressions. Whatever. Really good one there. The master one with all these incredible structures. Thank you guys so much for just watching this, because you got to understand, I think a lot of my thankfulness just comes from, because if this was all kept to me, let's just say I only knew this, like I'd never shared any of this since the beginning, I'd lose my mind. I have to be able to be like, hey, I don't even care if it's just one person, but like, look, it's just human nature of us. We have to, when something amazing happens, what do you want to do? You want to tell somebody. You got to get it off your chest, right? Like, it's about everything. We're always like that. What is that right there? Why is there something white under there? That's a stick. Hey, you know what? We'll walk out here. It's amazing. Watch this. All you gotta do is step out of it. That's it. I'm out of it. I'm actually not, because it goes, then you get the big boys in here. But there's like this trail here. It's not from people either. It's just like this. It's so weird. It goes right into there. blocked. Down there is where you get the, that's you guys. That's what I'm used to showing you guys. Like going places like that, and then that's where I'm zapped to death, where they stick their heads out of the pine trees. They're all the big Sasquatch. But it looks like to me like, oh, I missed the middle part. Look, it's okay. Look how big the pile is in there, and you can tell by the color. That's where they've been eating. I'm basically using the camera Brandon uses right now. They're all Panasonics. Actually, it's the model under his, but they're all basically the same. This is the base model version of all of our cameras. So I have the best one. Brandon has the one right underneath it, the 9-on-1. I used to have it, but I broke it. I'd still be using that camera. I'd still be using the one Brandon did if it ever broke. I'm kind of glad it did because I love the new one. This one's smooth though. It's not as good for those long zooms, but it's pretty good just doing this. So you have this model, which is, what is this one? This is the VX981. He has a 991, which has the viewfinder, but they're all 4K, and they're amazing cameras. I guess this camera's still probably $400 or $500 brand new, but I got it brand new. I got it used brand new from a preacher. He's a minister. We're friends now. He knows what I do and everything. It's so funny. He actually was really cool about it. He's like, well, what are you going to use it for? And I was like, I bought it on Facebook. I was like, you don't want to know. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, I think he thought it meant like devil worship or something. I was like, no. He didn't say that, but I kind of got the feeling like, what do you mean I don't want to know? And I said, well, I do something that's a little hard to understand. And he's like, tell me. I was like, well, have you ever heard of the word Bigfoot? He's like, oh, I get it. He's like, that's amazing. He didn't ridicule. I mean, he's a minister. Christians don't do that to people. But in the back of his head, he might have been rolling his eyeballs. I don't think so, man. We really connected, had a nice talk, and we're friends on Facebook now. I actually bought it from the church. The church didn't need it. They needed the money. So I think I paid $300 for it because I had no camera. Oh, my God. I decided just to cut up in the middle. Look at that. This is where Bigfoot sits, guys. This is a huge thing, okay? What's next to it? I'm not saying it anymore. I'm not gonna say it. Layton. They eat right here. So there's lots of others in here. There's your piles. What's over the pinecone piles? Not squirrel nests, X's. From beings that idiot. Alright, wait till you see this. Look at that. This is a very special place. This was not in the plans today. These guys are unbelievable. Let me show you something that's going to blow your mind, okay? It should. Ooh, it's chilly up here. I only have a t-shirt on. And it is so unbelievably beautiful. I have a jacket in the back. I don't want to bring it. Because I'm only going to stop here for about an hour. Maybe more, it depends what happens. Look how clean, okay? I want you to look. You see how clean? It's one of the most amazing places this close. Look at that. Not close to anything, but close to my truck. And it turns into, it's the edge of a giant world. I call it the land of 200 X's or something like that. I won't count the X's, but just in the back of your head, kind of keep an eye out. Here's that structure. Here it is. I found it. My God, they did it here. This is brand new. Holy moly. Look. It's right there. I get this in large scale. I already filmed it once this year. The best one is in Holy Cross Wilderness. It's part of their language. It's very difficult to film this. They're so hard to find. You guys they did so much in here. I'm not kidding. Watch this. Look at first of all, look at the pathways, man. There's so many in here. I know there is because there's so many X's. There's so many X's. They rearranged everything. I haven't been here. You guys won't even know this. No one could ever pull a video from this from me 4 years ago. You would never find it. So it's like I'm doing it for the first time, but I have been here once. And it's unbelievable, and you can walk that way for the rest of your life. I'm not kidding, and I did it. I'm still walking that way. In theory. Wow, you guys have been so busy. Look in the middle of all these places. They're perfectly clear. It's crazy. I'm not kidding. There is literally hundreds and hundreds of X's just in my view. So what this was probably one of the most special places that ever existed up here. And then the road came by it recently. That's why it's so good. Remember, they're not near the road. The road is near them. Please understand that. Looking forward to Brandon and Lori coming out. Look at this. That'll be fun. We'll do some good Bigfooting. Not only, it's not just for me. It's like, because I keep saying like, hey, looking forward to Brandon, but I just found out they were officially coming, and it's just cool because I know I have some friends coming. Those guys are my buddies. Of course, I haven't had a lot of time to spend with Lori or talk to Lori, but I just know that we'll be friends, and something have to be wrong with you if you're not friends with Lori. Over here is amazing. Let's walk through here. This is amazing. Where are all you guys? The timestamps from this place are all up that way a mile. Not that might not get them here, but I know this. It's where I found these giant dogman situations, like literally these huge places, and you can't get in, and finally when you do, there's these seats inside, and you just know it's from, this guy is all by himself in the middle of all these guys, but you can't get to him. Like, it was so hard to get in there. I don't know if I'll get up that high or not today, because I want to go somewhere else too. Again, I gotta just thank Richard again. I gotta give him a call. I got his number. Hold on, let me get my composure. Hold on. Oh, they were just here. Wow. Watch this. Okay, hold on. I got a potential zoom here. I don't think it is anything, but I gotta do it anyway. It's a tree. Where did you go? Oh, his footprints. Look at that footprint. Can you guys see that on the camera? My foot next to it. It's a perfect footprint. You can even see the toe right there. There's toes all the way across, but you can see that one on the camera. The foot's a little smaller, and he was sitting right there. Look at that. You're not in there now, are you? Just kidding. Yep. Where there's one, there's always another. What I would give them to see them sitting here. I got goosebumps so badly. You guys see this? This was just done. It's a circle. It was all dug and pushed into a circle. Okay? What is right on it? They're decorations. Right? And if those aren't good enough for you, I just showed it to you. See, look, there's the sticks. He already started a stick pile. He took those sticks off of there and put them there. I need to be able to see this. I gotta be able to sit here with them. I can't take it anymore. It's so silly. I don't even have to film it. I just want to sit there with them. You guys, there's a footprint right there. Look at these footprints. I don't want to point because I don't even know what I'm talking about. That's why. Look at that. Is it just two? Oh man, did they just get up when I parked? Look, you can never see. I would never even see them when I was right there. Even fully uncloaked. This, you guys, this is like today. You see that? It's bigger than you think. Holy seats are us. That's how you know it's a forest being. Okay? They do it round, they dig it out, and they put all the sticks to the side. You know, it's like trail cams and drones, and I don't want to do that to them. I just bought a brand new trail cam and a brand new drone. And I don't want to use them, really, for them. I mean, here you can anyway, but I'm just saying, like, after I visit them, you got to put yourself in my shoes. It's a different situation up here than you can even imagine. Even seeing it on the camera. So what do? Go back to the car and then send a drone back here? I don't want to do that. I mean, I wouldn't do it here anyway, but just hypothetically. Wow. Holy wow. Brandon, I'll bring you in. Remind me about this spot, because this is a great place for us to go explore. It's easy. I think Lori would like this place too, because it's just, you know, you can see and it's just easy, and, you know, if she wants to go sit down over there and chill, she can. You guys, did you see the two seats? What do you want to bet? We find more. What in the hell is that? The way that thing's in the light, man, it looks like a monster. Oh my God, it is. He's hiding. He's hiding. It's a mule deer? Oh, they're waiting to see if they won't. Even the mule deer don't move until they know they're seen. What is it? Yeah, it's a mule deer. She ran. I was like, there is a Bigfoot, because with the back of its fluffy fur, and like between that and like whatever it was among the trees or branches, oh, there's one of their clubs. Hold on. It looked like a being. There's a perch here too. They didn't clear it off yet. Where you guys at? Come on, you guys. This is so hard for me. I don't want to keep. I need to sit in that seat with you. As stupid as that sounds, I need to do this. Like, I'm literally gonna have to go check into like a mental institution one day. It's connected. It looked like it was just a club from this side. These are all places where they sit. Seats. The way those two cleaned them off. And then what do we got? Oh my God, you guys, this is crazy. I went through here once years ago. It was nothing like this. Like a little bit, but not. It's tenfold. So does that mean new ones come in? Look, guys, look at this. So there's your totem pole. Right? Right in the middle of all of it, like I tell you every time. And there's the other one. So let's go totem pole to totem pole. Wow. Oh, so also shout outs I always do, Tom B. See, I think this is where the deer was sitting. You can so tell the difference. Yeah, you can see his hoof print. Right there. That's just choppy, and that's it. He looks like he was hanging around right here. I think this is where, I don't know where he was standing. I can't believe they did that new structure, the art structure. There's a seat right there. What better to have the mule deer hanging around, so if someone does come in and see something weird, they're like, oh, look what the deer are doing. That's so weird on those seats. You know, you got to understand how intelligent they are, okay? It's really the only point I'm trying to make. Stop thinking that your brain can compare with theirs in what they do. Because maybe it could if we knew it all, but we don't. Since we don't know anything, it doesn't compare. Uh-oh. I got birds above me. This is pretty good for above my house. This is all new. Here's what the coronavirus was covering up. All these guys coming in spaceships. Or they're being, like Thomas thinks, they're being released from underground. Look at this, you guys. There's a real breeze, so what you're hearing is just the trees blowing. Oh, look at that shot of him looking at me. Oh man, I didn't get to film it. You gotta see this mule deer gapping me. She won't run away. She's keeping a constant eye on me, which is very suspicious to me. She's right there. She moved. She's all by herself. Why would one female be all by herself right here in the middle of like thousands of beings that clearly don't hide from her? Unless she knows them. See her? Look at that. Watch her face. Let's see what she looks at. I like that we barely have a view. Really weird. I find it really weird. Right here is where the deer was. This is not the first time they've jumped right out of there, like right in the middle of where they are. Gotta be a friend. Gotta be a friend. At very little. At very least, I should say. Wow. Guys, it's not... I'm walking through it, and with the shadows, it's hard to tell. But this is what I'm walking through. It doesn't stop. I'm in the middle of this unbelievable place. And it's all been done recently. It was already this existing place, but it just was nothing like this. I mean, this is unbelievable. Thomas says they have anti-gravity technology as well, which explains the snow. I've told you, I've seen them just gliding across the forest. Simple, common human brain can't compete with advanced technology because we don't understand it yet. It's all simple, you know? It's like your smartphone. You take it for granted every day. You can't imagine what's involved in that smartphone to make it work and to have us be able to do live feeds and send videos and pictures. You take it for granted because you're used to it. If I showed that to you 100 years ago, it'd give you a heart attack. Okay? Give me a sec. The lighting doesn't let you see how incredible this is. I've faced this problem in their worlds many times, the way the shadows are. Full sun. This is the most you get. And it's not easy to film it. I know you can see it, but man, you gotta stand here, you guys. This is a place that you all need to stand. I mean, it's unbelievable. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to do timestamps today, aren't I? What lives in here? Holy moly. Notice all the stumps are exactly the same. There's my buddy. She won't leave me. She's not, oh my God, I've had the best zooms. She just started trotting away. She was staring right at me. So she just saw her move a little bit. Why is she worried about me? Like, she won't move, just move off and go do her thing. She's actually keeping, oh, there's more than one? I think there's more than one. They just went right that, they were way there and they went that way. I hope this, I'm looking at the screen and it just doesn't show it right because of the shadows. Man, what did they add? Another freaking 1,000 of them in here? You guys, it doesn't end. What was that? Did you hear that? It sounded like metal. There's no way that eyes are not on. I'm in the middle of so many. They have to be sure that I'm not, they have to be sure I'm not tricking them. And they're watching, believe me. The thing is, they can be right like there. We're always looking for these giant black things, even including myself, when really they're just right in there. That's where they are. They can move it out here, and they can just go like this as you walk. They'll just go like this around the log, things like that. It's how they do it. It's in your thinking, but completely out of what you thought is possible. Look at this place. I got active seats, I think. Watch this. That deer, it didn't, for 10 or 15 minutes, it just stood right over there and stared at me. It moved a little bit more, stared at me. It wouldn't leave. It's kind of weird. Usually when a deer starts running, they just run away. She was completely locked on me. I mean, obviously she was safe. She was watching me. Look at this. Oh my God. Here's seats. This is all a place for seats. Right here. There's seats everywhere. One right there too. I haven't seen any more dug out ones. Those first two seats were dug out. That's what I get used to seeing, in the summer. These will all be dug out. It's hard to tell, when they actually are sitting in those seats. What the hell is that thing looking at me over there? Stop. Look closely, because I'm very suspicious of over there. Not just right there either. Right here. Unbelievable. Look at the other stump. You guys, they go crazy with these stumps here. Look at that. I'm telling you, I don't think many people have ever seen the likes of this before. Ever. I haven't. How could you have? Unbelievable. Like I told you guys, I don't get used to this. Okay? You can improve your skills on it, but you don't get used to it. It's not supposed to be. That's what makes it so unbelievable. But I'm starting to push them. I'll do it at Bigfoot Universe. I am to the point where want some of them to sit here. I am done with this hiding thing. It's ridiculous. Because they know, they trust me. I've left their places 1,000 times and no one's ever come back to hurt them or find them. They know that I'm not going to give them up. It's the rules. It's not the individual decisions. That's what you have to understand. There are a lot, even the ones in your backyards. There's always one or two of them that want to be your best friend, believe me. And then there's always one of them that don't really like humans, and it's their rule. That's why you got to keep going and going and going until you finally, by accident even in a sense, walk into the right place. You're hearing trees. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's in here. You can see how calm. Look, it's really breezy up here. Barely a tree moving. It protects itself. Right there's an edge, so it's the wind over there is actually moving the trees on the edge. All right, give me a second. I gotta change the battery. You guys, you gotta just stand here. You gotta stand here. Brandon, you're gonna lose your mind in here. This is actually good for Lori too, because she sees the stuff there in Cali, but to stand right in the middle of them with your hair standing all the way up on their seats. I mean, there could be 200 of them looking at me right now. I don't know. It's hard to tell who watches, but it's somebody. Look at that. See, it starts to break up a little bit here. You start to see some green grass. All of that is one giant world. It goes forever. Forever. Those are my exaggerations. I like to exaggerate things. But like when I do it, you'll know, Forever. Blatant. This breeze, this weather and this breeze, it is just... Sometimes I feel like something really bad's gonna happen, because whenever in my life something too easy or something good happens, like I'm able just to be here today. It's like, is the world ending, or am I gonna get a flat tire? Is the truck blowing? What's the catch? There's always a catch. If something if I find a place where I don't even know if it's gonna come out in the camera, but I'm just blown away. Well, I'll come back here on at the beginning of August with Brandon. This is just too incredible not to stand here. It's hard to film it though. I gotta be honest. It really is. Look how everything's mulch where they are. Only real mountain men eat Slim Jims. Snap into a Slim Jim. They love these. Special treat. The others love these. I'm telling you, they take them every time. My Slim Jims. They don't take anything else in plastic, but they take that because they can tell, and they know I'm leaving it fresh. Put it right in there. The others. Yeah, the others eat. I'm telling you, they like special treats. This is a land of others. There's Sasquatch, Dogman, and others here, right here. The best, unbelievable, giant, 100-foot like nests are behind me. I'm trying to decide whether to walk up there or wait for Brandon. Might be worth waiting for those guys on that one. Let's look around. You're not an investigator of the unseen world if you don't have a Slim Jim in your backpack. I made that up, but that's true. You guys, special treats. I held them up. I showed him the box. I held that up. Left him one. I'm not going to leave him too many because nothing's really happened to me yet. I know they're looking at me. And they know I'm looking for them looking at me. It's all I've been doing since I've been in here. Because I'm really, here is a different story. I don't need to see a Sasquatch. I want to see the others. They just hide and wait until you leave. It's so annoying. Look at that thing. That is like, what is that? It's an X, but it's insane. These are different, these guys, I'm telling you. I don't know if you can have a relationship with these guys. You know, like Sasquatch, they're out there somewhere, like around. But in these big, giant groups of others. And then some of these guys are not small, okay? They're like dogman types, or it's like another version of Sasquatch that I don't think like people as much as some of the other Sasquatch. Remember, there's not just one version. There's like 8 or 9 that I know of, just from my own research. I don't know if you can be with them. I've never really had anything happen to me when I find the 100-seat thing. This is another 100 seats I just found. Now, if you're having trouble with this, and for the rookies, that's what we're gonna call you, rookies. Which you don't have to be very long. If you just open your brain, you could be unrookified very quickly. Look at all of them over there. Oh, that was a wood knock. I know, it was on the ground. Where I've been already. Something's drumming over there. So you saw what I showed you, right? Even with the shadows. Let me show you a little. Now, this isn't where they're not, but it's a transition. Okay. Let me show you what that is supposed to look like. This. Do you see anything over it? No. That's their decoration now. They put one on that one. Grass. Okay. It's because they're not running all over the place. They actually do go through here, but they're not spending, incredible amounts of time. My other plans might be foiled. Is that a word too? Because I think I got that from the cartoons when I was little. You foiled my plans. What is this I hear? There's a new Looney Tunes and Elmer Fudd doesn't have a shotgun? Is that real? I just fell for like a second. If that's true, we should boycott it. That is ridiculous. What is wrong with this society? People are killing each other over nothing, and you're worried about whether Elmer Fudd has a shotgun? God, I hope that was a joke post. That pissed me off so bad. You don't take Elmer Fudd's shotgun away. What the hell's wrong with you? Look at this. What I tell you, I've been showing to me all this whole season so far. The walkways, I call them. Blatant. You see? They walk right in here. That's their walkway. All right, you know what? I'm staying here. I gotta go in. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm not gonna go where I've been before. Brandon, we'll do that when you come here. We're gonna go way up there, about a mile, and I'm gonna show you these giant dogman blinds. No one's ever seen them. Maybe a couple thousand people have seen that. It's unbelievable. Look how they border. Giant X's showing you that as soon as you walk right through there, that's where they are. It's all about them. So let's leave this spot. Lots of dirt. Let's leave this spot and let's go into oblivion. What do you think? do it. As soon as you leave the others, you get to the big boys. They're always together but separate. Like sometimes they're together, but they have these separate areas that are near each other, but within the same place. It's not a mistake, you guys. I've filmed it too many times. What is this? Is this Bigfoot? I think I did come here before I went all the way up. So what I want to do is go that way. See, when I am on the top of this bowl, it goes straight down right there, which makes this a really desirable place for them, because no one is going to come up that way. It's impossible, literally. Oh yeah. Now we got Bigfoot spots. It appears like that so far. Yeah, see the difference in size? Okay, so you're seeing the same stumps. Look at the leaners. Look at that. You're seeing that they sit right there. You can see you can tell where they've sat. Look how flat the top is. They sit right there and eat pine cones. Look at the pine cone there. They do this all the time. Look. Not an accident, I promise. Didn't fall there, I promise. No, there's no pine trees above. They do that. They put one there too. Didn't believe me? Sorry, a bee landed on me. It was like a half fly, half bee. Look at this little random spot right here. But it's everything is a larger scale. I just showed you 10 of those at least. The same exact thing, but it was smaller. And the two seats were the masters. There's a seat right there. It's right there. Tell them, guys. Major pine cone eating. No squirrels. No holes. No nests. It's them. So this is more of the others. Maybe they're bigger ones. Because look, this is all big scale. Dog man, it might be. Big piles. Remember, a squirrel gets something and he eats it right there. He doesn't keep coming back and bringing it there. You got to use your common sense in those situations. Okay, they don't accumulate, 50 by 50, 4 feet deep piles of it. People are just crazy. It's unbelievable. What I tell you in the live video yesterday about the X's. Who knows? Now I'm not telling you. If you can't see why this is the strongest X in the world, and that'll be there for the rest of its ever, probably longer than you live, I can't tell you, because you should know by now. And I'm getting a little tired of putting my faithful people through repeats. Like I'm showing this, same pictures here and there to catch people up, having to see the same stuff. I mean, I got to start focusing on the people I love more than on these random once in a blue moon idiots. You know what I mean? Why am I focused on that person? Blatant. They even told you they did it. The trident. Right there. I told you, you'll never find that without a trident. Ever. It's all them. Look how they eat the whole thing. It's all eaten. They're sitting right on their structures eating it. I swear to Christ himself. How's that for you? Because people are they don't, I don't even know how they tie their own shoes. I really don't. It's almost like they work on instinct, not their brain. Did you hear that? That was weird. It might have been a tree. It sounded like someone, like a ghost in the distance, like, ah. I'm not kidding. Pine cone eating all over the decoration. This is all clear. They've been running or sitting on top of that log like crazy. You see that? Or just there. Another stump. Really decorated. This is so cool. Maybe I'll do a premiere on this one just so I can talk to you guys. I like to chat because that way I'm not running my mouth. I'm not kidding. Let's go. I'm just gonna go. I got no time restraints. I should be getting some things done today. I don't care. I'm just gonna have to not do it. I've got to renew my driver's license. I don't have a driver's license right now. I do, but I'm expired. And apparently you can do it online, and it keeps taking me to these third-party sites. You can see these spots. There's one right there. There's one right there. There's no squirrels. They were just eating there for like a little, like maybe one lunch. There's no nests. There's no holes. And there's symmetrical X's and tridents on the pinecone eating. Why do I have a feeling there's something special way back here? This is the only way to get back there. You can't come up. That goes straight down for about 5 miles. I did it all in the truck. So you know this has never been approached, most likely ever beyond here by anybody. All right, let's go. I'm really walking out here. It's weird. I walked out of that. Now you get to like where Sasquatch roam around or something. I mean, that's what it feels like. This stump has just been trampled to death. Probably while they were doing this. You guys, it's like a trident fest at the top of all that. Yes, a trident fest. I don't know where I come up with them. Don't ask. It just happens. These are big boys right here. You come out of here, this is uncharted, unapproachable territory. I want to find one of those spider things, man. I'm out. My mission is not to show you even that place. My mission is to find what has never been shown. Again, I need my next never been shown stuff. This is really interesting for high elevation. To be in a place where a person cannot access this. I'm not even here right now. I'm here because I'm me. I'm here because it takes 5 years to get here. That's the only reason. You'd be just as good at it too if you spent the time I did, probably better. Big pile of just random dirt, not ants. It's a pile. It was dumped there out of a wheelbarrow, practically. You guys, look at this. Oh my God. As I said that, I was like, look, I'm in the middle. There's like nothing here. There kind of isn't, but like signs. But just as I turned the camera on and started saying that, I see something. Man, I'm telling you, that even the fire jump, no one's ever been out here. I see this. I was about to say, look, I'm in some kind of transition, but there's these spots for these big dudes. This is so weird out here. I'm not used to seeing like open fields at this elevation. See, it's some kind of hut, I don't know. It's coming both ways. There's a tree down that way, there's a tree this way, there's this one's that way. Doesn't look too active to me. There's a whole bunch of them, you guys. In the middle of this. I can't explain that. I can tell they did it, I just don't know why. Maybe this is the spot here. I don't know what his problem is, like, it's gotta be, oh, look at this, finally. Check this out, you guys. Oh, this is what I want. What is Forget about that thing. Oh, it's aspens? So this giant transition, right? I'm at least a mile. It's pretty far, you guys, a mile when you're in this stuff from where those seats are. I think I'm about a mile, maybe a little bit more, right? Going through this stuff, seeing kind of some weird blinds and places to go, but nothing really, right? And then I got the aspens over there. So let's go take a peek. I want to stand there and at least look down because it's going to have to go down. So we might be able to get a good shot down in there. Let's at least do that. You can see they did all this. See right there. There's 3 giant trees that could never do that. Like dirt a rodent did. It's distinct clay from underground. There's no holes of anything living in the ground here. Let's go take a peek in here. I gotta look at least. What a beautiful day, you guys. Remember, this is just to tie you over for a couple more days. I got maybe another 2 weeks at the most. I mean, I'm gonna be constantly going out, but I'm just kind of filling in, and some of this legwork is paying off. Finding some of these spots like that, what they've done back there behind me it's kept me from going where I was going today. To a place that's even visually probably better than that. This is how good this is. Look at this. It's so different. So many people are getting Bigfoots on camera. It's crazy, man. It's like a disease. Like, it's not a disease, but it's like addictive. You can't. Be careful, you know, once you open the doors to this. I mean, if you weren't cut out for it, you weren't cut out for it. But if you were meant for this, you're never turning back. It's one of those. This is one of those deals where it's kind of the thing. Like I was thinking to myself the other day. I'm like, should I just go back to New Jersey? Can't do it. I can't because even if they offered me $1 million a year, I don't think. Maybe if they did that, because then I would just go make $2 million for 2 years and then come back. But you know what I mean. Hypothetically. No money could take me out of this yet. I love to look into the aspens. You always got to take a peek. Look at that. See, and then more peace signs. Tons of them. Like, they're all peace signs. How does a bug make the same design every time? They're on every tree. They do the same exact thing every time? Like a termite? Like what? How does he make the same? They always come down the middle. I mean, that looks like a knife did that to me. I mean, it's carved, you guys. These are carved. Look at that zoom over there. I love zooming into a Bigfoot world that's unobtainable from any other way. I think what I'm seeing here in these woods so far is all marking what's behind me. Like it's preventing anybody. Like so, if another dude's coming up, like hey, I'll live here. He knows already this forest is occupied. Proceed with caution. That's not as good as I thought. I just saw a little opening over there. See how the trees are leaning uphill? Nice accent. So let's at least go to the top, or it just goes right here. It just goes right down. So I've decided to continue off camera into this. I got structures. They're never quite as pretty. And the aspens. That's not true, I shouldn't say never, but it's not typically. They don't have the straight logs. Look how it's notched. It's in the notch. I'm not seeing anything around this. This is something different, you know. I think this is to mark behind. You know, this is where beings come up. They have this technology. It's not like us. That's why the footprints, like the best footprints in the world, are very rare. Here you can't make any. I was just in there for a few minutes. It's all marked up in there, but I can't figure it out. Because I don't see them sitting there. Even this first spot, you know, typically this would be like a place to chill. It probably was at some point. It looks like it was. Oh yeah, look at the. Hey, look at the pine cone. Oh yeah, blatant. And then look, they told you. Look at that. That's amazing. This year, I'm not sure. I can't tell for sure. This eating looks like last year, just to me. Look at that glyph, though. Yeah, remember, a glyph isn't a glyph, guys. Technically, a glyph is just a structure. You know, if you saw that 50 feet tall, be like, oh, it's a structure. So that's all it is. Look at that. He did that, you know, no human being will ever see that. I wasn't even supposed to see that, you know, so why is it there, you know? Look at it, it's just literally been made. You see that? This just comes right out right here. This comes out. Look at that. That's so cool. And then he was chilling here eating. I was gonna say, because when I was walking out approaching this, I'm like, they gotta have a spot in there. Because it's just the coolest place to go chill in the shade right from the aspens. I'll tell you though, I don't think it's been used this year. I do see footprints. You can see impressions, I should say, everywhere in here. I don't think you can see them because of the shade, but all right, let's keep going. Look at that tree. That thing didn't grow there. It was put in there. Oh, it's on a quadrant. I'm not kidding. Not an accident. Man, I'm so being followed. I don't want to talk about it until I can show it to you. You'd be surprised some of the times when I turn a clip on, I'm like, yeah, this stump is not from here. And what had just really happened, you wouldn't even believe. But I can't show it, so I don't want people to not believe me. Come on, that is just, you can just tell when it's them. There's the two to back it up. Those exact two are right above the one I filmed in the V tree. That is blatant. There is. It's still holding a couple rocks. It definitely did not come from there. And it's on a trident with a totem pole. It's about 5 tridents, even the top's a trident. These are all tridents that the structures are leaning on. Tridents play such a role in what they do, and part of their structured, you know, taught thing. And look, 3. Okay, it's a trident. Goes down to 1. It's a trident. I heard that. Someone's moving near me, and I can't see them. It's been happening for like 5 minutes. It makes me not want to turn the camera on, but I wanted to show you that spot. Just to see if I can get anything to happen. Is it that hard to believe after what I just showed you? And then I come into this part. You know, the guys that do this are different than the ones that are in those shadowy places, I think. And that's all I do. I don't know. I'm pretty sure about it because it's the same thing all the time. But, you know, how can I prove it beyond just repetition? Or one of them telling me. You notice how different this has nothing to do with what I filmed in that forest way over there. It looks nothing like anything in there. There's blatantly a seat right underneath it. Blatantly. All right, over now. It's the same ones. Let me tell you why. I just want to see this big stump. What is going on here? What a place to have gifts, right? Right there. What a place. Here's why. Here's a squirrel. See, I don't think they deal with squirrels either, because if they did, the squirrels would just come right over to me. I don't think a squirrel could decipher whether I'm one of them, or they don't know. Look, look, a perfect example. Look, he's got it in his mouth. He's eating it right there. Okay, that's exactly how they do it. I watch it all the time. He's gonna eat it right there. Just one pine cone. There he is. He will never get another one and go back to the same spot. Oh boy. What the point I'm trying to get, you guys, it's not just a rat with a tail. It's an amazing miracle, is what that is. Here's the deal. This used to be all of the seats, okay? So did that. I've been finding their old spots. And what they do, because it starts to get so crazy blatant, they leave it, let nature take its course, and they move over. This was one of their old spots. You can see, I walked through all the seats. Look how clear it is up there still in the sun. There's not one stick in that seat. Could they still sit in there? Maybe, but I see it too often. This one is left so blatant. I mean, they could have knocked over an X. They didn't. You know, they literally move just a little bit over. I see it happen all the time. That's why I don't think it does look like there's more, but they have. So there could be more, but they also do that. They don't just always stay. I think in some spots they do, because you can't move over. But in situations like this, they do it. They abandon and just move 100 yards over and let nature fix that place. Most of you guys don't need a play-by-play. The play-by-plays are just basically me calming my nerve. You know, it's just a way to stay nervous. You know, because you're just freaking out. So if you're talking to the camera, it really, really helps a lot. I'm walking right on the outside. Look how many trees. So, so one more big shout out. I just want to do the big people, because so many people helped me this month. Like, it was and last month, it was crazy. Robin, Tom B, Tom S, Terry, Gail. I mean, Gail's working, she probably works on Colorado Bigfoot stuff more than I do. Maybe not quite, but more than most people. You know, Andrew, thank you for your awesome stills. Of course, Richard, I've already thanked probably. I don't know how many times I put it in here, but I know I'm not supposed to talk, and I'm not going to after this. I really, really appreciate you. What the hell are you? Did you hear that? I think it's wind, but that was kind of low to the ground. And everyone else that I'm not, you know, the super chats, you know, Rita, KK, all you guys, I just really, really appreciate it. I got a couple new Patreons. I haven't thanked you guys. I will today. Probably by the time you've seen this, I will. Richard's on Patreon as well. I think that was cool. Patreon's special for me, you know, because it might be a little different for other people that like do artwork or something, but for me, this is very special. You have to understand how emotional I am over this. So, do I think I'm a tough guy that'll blow your head off? Yeah, but at the same time, I can cry, and I'm very thankful and emotional, that this is all happening. And people there's enough people, look at that seat right there. There's enough people that are on board. It's just an incredible feeling. I talk about it sometimes out here because it doesn't seem real. But there's people that are helping me, and they actually want to see this video. I'm like, I have to constantly refresh, like, are you sure about that? Like, yeah, I think I'm talking to myself, and I'm like, yeah, I think some people really are understanding this, and they just want to keep, every time you show more and more, they learn more. That's a seat right there. This is the big dude of the place. See, this is like a big dog man or a big Sasquatch, and he sits right here. And usually when I just see the one big one, in my opinion, it's the dog man types. I don't know if it's a dog man, but it's the term I use. Those dudes seem to be like the loner types. Like, he'll hang out here with 1,000 of them, but he'll be in his own spot by himself. Or the Sasquatch will have like his wife, some kids or whatever. The dogman seems to always be like the alpha male type deal. Blatant. All right, sorry about that. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. And people, I'm not leaving out. Those are just the big helps this month. I should even put it out. Maybe I'll even do a shout out page. Like, thank you guys. Most of the Patreon people are so cool. Like, they don't even care. They're like, Mark, we're just here to help you. You don't have to keep thanking us. I'm like, well, you keep saying thanking me. They'll be like, Mark, great video. Thank you so much. I'm like, you don't have to thank me. Look what I'm doing right now. There's no thank you needed at all. All right, so ready? Here we go. No talking. See. Quiet. I can be pretty quiet in here. You can hear me, but it's not like. These are all seats. That doesn't count as talking. There's one. Oh, there's a footprint. Right there. Right there. You see it? It's a footprint. There's no mistaking it. Not gonna touch it. It's right there. Seat. I'm telling you, there's another one right there. Ooh, I found your other active purchase. I can't talk right now though, so I can't say it. Perch. Seat. Active dirt. So that means you guys are right over there. Like I said, you'll never see a seat without an X or a trident. Actually, usually it's both. I didn't look for a trident. So those are seats. There's a footprint right in the middle of the seat. I have not been through here yet. I walked over there 75 yards or so. Or maybe I am closer. I don't know. There's seats everywhere. There's your X notched. I'm sure there's a trident on the ground or somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's the X. It's a trident X. Forked X. I'm still not talking, you just think I am. Oh, I got more seats. Active. Like, just as I came in here, these guys got up. Right there. Fly just landed right in the middle of it. What a coincidence. I'm not kidding. Wow, so they were all over to the right. I walked just right over there. They were all here. Never thank me. You can, but I just mean that in the way that, like, I don't need it. I'm like, thank you. Is that a good sign that I'm going to find something? Maybe not. Eventually. No, it is a good sign because that's how many years. Like, it's already been 5. So I'm bound to come across something sooner or later. Uphill. Trail markers. Look at that. What is going on with that? How is that a circle? Here we go with the blurring again. Hold on a second. First of all, look at this teepee structure. This is all lower. You guys, check this thing out. What is this? I don't even know where I came through here. Look at that thing. Circle, square. Trident. Oh my God. It's a circle. They got me. It hasn't happened except in here. I gotta take my battery out again. Check this out. Brandon, can't wait for you to see this spot. Look at this. My pants are falling down. I don't have a belt and I've lost like 10 pounds in the last couple days. Without exaggerating, I can lose my weight really quick. I didn't eat, just not eating during the live stream for 9 hours. I probably lost a couple pounds, just sitting there. Look at the arch. It's tucked into the ground. That's amazing. It's a trident something. Wow. All right, let's do this quick. I got some weather coming in. It is brutal. You guys, I feel like it is in December. I've been out in these woods in December where it's nicer than this. What is it, June? We got a little one right here one day. This wasn't gonna be my day, but I had to do it. A lot of people want this. There's people that are in love with this spot. Remember, I have some real intuitives. What the hell is that? A piece of wood? That is bizarre looking. Burnt to a crisp and looks like a Bigfoot from 20 feet. Look at these X's. Look at the decorated stumps. My battery's blinking. No biggie. I'll just move to my footprints. Right here. They're jumping right over here. Look at that footprint. You can see. Look at it. You can see the toes. Look. Basically. Right out of that seat. These guys are known. But by August, I'll be back into the spot again. Because I love it so much. And beyond, I want to do some surrounding areas in here. I can't even whistle. Blatant, this is good enough. I just wanted to get a quick shot. It's a 5-minute video in here. So far, I'm more impressed with what I shot earlier. But they do an amazing job here. I mean, I guess not. This is pretty cool. Do you see how it's all different? How all of them do it just, you know, it's their own touch. They all have their own, just like us. They have their own thing. Look at these footprints. There's footprints, I swear. There's footprints. You guys believe me? There's footprints. How is that possible? How do things live in here? I give up. I give up. I can't give up. I give up, but I'm not giving up. Tried it. Change the battery. Change the battery. I do get timestamps in here. That's the crazy part. The little ones. I don't think I've gotten an actual Sasquatch in here, but I think they're here because look at a seat. That's a Sasquatch seat right there. Did you see it go blurry? I said that's a Sasquatch seat. Look at that. This is the pimp daddy right there. You can tell by the structures who's important. There's the other seat right there, all active. See the color differences? All dug out, all bermed, and all active. And my camera's blurring. Look at the disturbances. These dudes just got up when I came in. Or dudettes. I know there's lots of women out here, but I always like refer to them as like guys for some reason. When really, I think there's just as many women out here. Even down there is amazing. See the X's? And then down there. See, even over there is amazing. See how it transitions out of this big spot that I've been in into the aspens, and then look. The first thing you see is like an absolutely incredible aspen X. That's a great X for aspens. Look at the tridents of all of these perches right here. It's amazing. I've got to come. Oh my God. This is all new. There's never been two tridents next to each other. Look, Dad, I got another one. Guarantee it. Look at this. There's two. How many? Two. Two and two. Seeing two and two. How is that possible? Look, it really is two tridents, but the one broke. Look. It's old. Look. This was two beautiful tridents. I'll fix it, you guys. I promise. I'm sorry. They'll be happy that I put it back the way it's supposed to be. Look. Good enough. It's gonna fall, but at least I won't be here when it does. Look at that. Two dragons. Who's seen that movie? I'm a movie reference guy. If you don't like it, tough. I love to reference movies. Look, that are funny. Two dragons. Starsky and Hutch. Blatant. Big boy sits right there. It was like a monster. Two dragons. Will Ferrell is too good. He is too funny. He really is. You know what? You know why? Because Will is like the epitome of just a normal person. You know, he's like, just has that little bit of extra fat on him like we all do. He's just a regular dude. He's not even that funny in interviews too much. You know, he's just a talented actor and a person that you're just drawn to and like right away. I like a man of the people. That's what he is. He's just a regular dude. That's what I think of Will Ferrell. He really is. You could bump into Will, you know, in a supermarket, and he's going to be your best friend, you know, where other people think they're too special, like Michael Jackson or something, you know. Well, not anymore. Don't be surprised, guys. It's just along with everything else. I'm not saying this, but I think about it. Think about the people that died. The most famous of people, Elvis, Michael Jackson, John Belushi, I'm not even saying John Belushi, because he didn't, no one really, John could go anywhere, and he just, the people respected, they're like, yo, high five, John. But people faint, literally faint, right at the sight of Michael Jackson or Paul McCartney or Elvis, you know. Elvis is gone. Michael Jackson just happens to be gone. There's millions of people that believe it's not true. That they think Michael Jackson actually is a white guy now. He's an old white guy. I've seen the pictures, I don't know, you know. He looks like a really weird white dude. This is a really weird white guy. Now, of course, everyone else who believes the media, your sheeple, as people have been calling them, are never going to entertain. Oh, that's ridiculous. Why is it ridiculous? All you know is what you saw on the news. You think they told the news the truth? No, these things are executed like unbelievably. And if anyone was ever going to drop out of society and didn't want the attention anymore, it was Michael Jackson. He couldn't do anything. There's not a person in the world that didn't know who Michael Jackson was. There's lots of people who don't know who Paul McCartney is. Not many, but I've actually hung out with Paul McCartney. Different story, different day. Talk about another guy that's just, he is just, when you see him off TV and stuff, he is the most run-of-the-mill, just regular type of guy chilling out. He is just, people have to understand that, you know, just because you're on this doesn't make you, even people tell me like, oh, Mark, everyone knows who you are. It's like, listen, man, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make you any better. Like, just because, look at that other trident. Oh my God. Yes, I'm gonna keep saying that. I think I get that from my son. Look at this trident. ADD. Is there a face in the trident? It almost looks like a big nose, doesn't it? Michael Jackson. If anyone ever pulled it off, it was him. People are like, oh, he wouldn't leave his family. Of course the family knows. The kids know. Everyone knows. You know what those people went through? He never had a normal life. And when you never have a normal life, that's all you want. You always want what you don't have. That's human nature. You always want more and more and more. It's never enough for most people. It's never enough. Try it. I'm not saying it anymore, but it's a try it. Now, if you don't believe, if this is the first time you ever watch this and you're not getting this, you might want to just take a hammer and hit yourself in the head once and then rewatch it over and out. After I zoom on that.